Kingsman. I'm back with another live stream for you guys today. Sorry, I'm a little bit off on the clock right now. My brother heading off to his little thing right now. I had to help him out a bit, so excuse my timing. But anyway, I'm up on the stream now. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 in and online. And guess what? If you look up in the top right corner, you see that little marker saying press that R1, head over to the online section, and boom, guys. Look down at the bottom right. We have that little play button there, guys. So I'm about to jump in. We're gonna have some fun. I wanted to save this as to be the first stream of me returning back now, since I've been on school and all that stuff. As you know, when it comes to being in high school, you always get so much homework that you can't stream and all that. So I'm gonna get back into it over my Christmas break pretty soon. So I hope you guys will tune in on that some more. But yeah, anyways, I was saving this all for a certain moment in time right now, and I was finally able to get into it, so I'm happy to come back, guys. It's always good to be back and return to some of the stuff. I will probably not be able to hit my rainbow up like I was planning to, but it works for the time being that I am able to do this. I may be streaming onto PC over at the Night Parents Basement Gaming Lounge, and guess what, guys? I am going to make a video off to show that I have gotten myself a lanyard, D2 lanyard, and then also when I bought the Hunt for 100 hours at NYPB, I got a free NYPB Lounge lanyard. Guys, that's pretty good hype there from those guys. I've been going there since they started up now, and I've enjoyed it. It's awesome. There's a lot more at stake going on for that, so
okay,
I enjoy
sir.
it. Here we go,
Here
guys.
they are. Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right. Let's see what we got.
Oh, okay. We get to choose our character
Who's
between a
it
male
gonna
and a
be?
female.
Okay, you. Head through there.
Interesting. Alright guys, so you're gonna see my little description of how I make a character in a way, so it's gonna be
I'm
fun.
gonna need your details.
That's the nickname I use for a lot of my characters
You
when it
aren't
comes to
going
this.
anywhere, and neither am I. Take the time and get this right. From what I hear, you ain't leaving us anytime soon. We're gonna need a fair record of you. Tell me everything except that you're innocent. I'd find that hard to believe. Quite a record we'll have on you. You're lucky you were caught, you know. The way the town feels about what happened, you were likely to be shot. It's a process, all right, but a necessary one. How you doing with that? Okay, then.
Hmm.
Okay, let's get a photograph. Hold up your fingers. Hold it.
Alright, guys, well, that is my character. I think we might be able to make multiple characters, but I have no clue. That's the interesting part. We get to find out. So this is interesting. I like that they have been developing this a bit more and that they actually decided to cut off doing like a full set out session for everybody with a copy of this, like regular copy, and doing it with the ultimate. Not many people have the ultimate on their own usually, so that's pretty smart.
Officer Jackson, move those prisoners. Officer Benton, kitchens aid staff. Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving. What are you looking at? Go on, get moving.
You with the hammer? And you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out in Rhodes. Come on, get in. Open the gate. Come on, Milliken. Yeah!
Very interesting for the start, too. I like it.
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there.
You aren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
I wonder why you'd say that.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh,
Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay, okay.
He seems a bit chill.
You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Wendt, I believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us. Come along. And you better get on this horse. It's not much of an animal, but they haven't got far to ride. Hey! Back here, please. Ready? Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire.
Interesting.
Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course. He's just up here. There's the camp. Hit your horse. I'll wait. This way. She's anxious to meet you.
Ooh. Who is it? Excuse me, guys. I'm a little bit on the sick
Madam,
side.
we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Horley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman Possibly by all of them. I can't be sure. But that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Interesting. Hey, that ain't gonna fly.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
Here, madam.
your very good health. I suppose it beats dying,
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are. The people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up!
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Oh, sir. While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief, and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
I'm sure you're tired. Get this done and you can rest.
Well, guys, we begin now. I like how the textures aren't too bad, though. It's more likely the fog, though. I'm playing with high def resolution on my TV, so I gotta remember that. It's gonna change the tone slightly. For you guys, I don't know how it's gonna end up, just so you have a heads up if it looks funky or not. With my new TV and set. But if there's any stutters, I'll backtrack, and if I have to edit, I'll figure that out on my own, but I'll see. I shouldn't have to edit at all, really, after this for the video. But it's a we'll see. Hi. Well, there's my mom.
I caught some reprobate shambling around my backyard yesterday. Went straight to the law.
I swear, this place is going straight.
Go on, back to what I pay you for. Evening.
Huh. Interesting. So they most work on the NPCs. Impressive.
Hello there.
You will?
Fine, dandy.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up at Blue Water Marsh. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
I hear that damn Clementine song again.
Hmm.
okay? You're good. You're real good, friend. Here, take this. The map. Just be kind. Don't kill me, please.
Big area, that's sure. Huh. Mm-hmm. No. He already knows.
Some should-I be nice.
I don't know. Hamburger stuff. True.
I win again. Did Horley send you, Pop? I'm Clay Davies. This is my brother, Clive. He don't talk. Maybe you two will get along better. Maybe not. Listen, I heard you wanted to earn some money. So, there's a gang of ne'er-do-wells. They are a bunch of degenerates, not good people. They're out in roads with a bunch of horses they stole off of me. Well, that's a lie, but they stole them off a fella I was gonna steal them off of. Maybe you could get them for me. You think you could do that for me, Pop? Oh, look. Here are your friends. Well, good. Meet me at the stable at Saint Denis once you have the horse flesh, and I'll pay you good. Oh, and Pop, Horley wanted me to remind you, any decent work you can find, take it. But just try to... was right about you, dead right. Ain't that dandy? Get that horse hidden away, Clive, and ready to move out as soon as we can. All right. Here's the money you earned. Now listen, Horley came by and gave me a message. He said to go see your friend Cripps up at your camp. Now listen to me for a second. Any other decent horses you find, we'll buy them. Just as soon as we are set up, okay? Nice meeting you. You know what? Hold on, boy. I call him boy because I'm older. 30 minutes, he went black. Let's give our friend here back the horse. It's yours. A sign of faith and future business. If you want to buy any extras or sundries for the animal, head inside. They've got a lot available. See you soon. Come on, Clive.
Howdy, sir.
I'm just gonna say real quickly that this has a lot more work to the campaign. For online, it's got a lot more work in it to be able to get to the point where you can play with people. I'm just gonna state that. The campaign, it seems more like the solo. A lot more like it than anything else. That's what I don't like right now. That's the only thing I'm gonna state. Everything else is pretty nice, just the shooting physics are a little weird since I haven't played much. But that'll happen. So I don't mind it too much. It's pretty decent, that's for sure.
How do you get on with Clay Davies? Horrible little wretch, in my opinion. Pop this and pop that. I'd like to pop him, a slime bucket. Anyway, I've got everything set up. Well, what we have so far, place is pretty nice. I think you did a good job for you. I'll earn my keep. When you get too old to fight, what choice have you got? It's either work or beg, and I'd rather work. Oh, I saw Horley. Now, he wants you to come down and meet him in Blackwater when you get a chance. I think he might have some work for you. Oh, and while you're out on your travels, you may see some folk with employment opportunities. Good folk, bad folk, looking for a tough guy with a gun to help them. Up to you if you listen to him, I guess. You know, I used to like that kind of stuff. One time, I almost helped a clown steal an elephant. But that's a very silly story. Welcome home. Make yourself at home. It is your home.
Well, guys, that's the intro here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Not too bad. Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call it off here now. That was the intro to Red Dead 2 Online with my my character Jones. So I will be back with another stream sometime soon to be able to continue this on. We will hopefully figure this out. Interesting. Characters talk too, kind of like with GTA. Anyways, aside from Jones yammering off his stuff, I'm going to call it here, guys. It's good hanging out with all of you, and I hope you enjoy this when you see the video. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed the content. If you want me to get some more, I'm going to pretty soon try to get on donations. But right now, I don't really give a damn about. So, meh. I'm doing what I can at the moment, so that's all that matters to me. This is Kingsman, signing off. Peace. It's such a